by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Primetime is out there with Cephalosha. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot.
Paul Millsap is one of the most versatile forwards in the game, a natural power forward, but he brings some small forward qualities as well. He's a heck of a player and has developed that three-point shot to round out his game.
He doesn't get the second one. And Millsap able to score facing up or with his back to the basket.
Yeah, inside and out. Reversible clothing is Paul Millsap, and he's a handful. Now, he's an undersized forward, but he can make the three. He's physical. He can get to the line. He's got a number of crafty shots. This guy is really, really underrated as a player.
These 2K Blazers we wear, they're reversible. You didn't know that, did you? Huh?
Not until just now.
Here's Poole. Makes it off the glass. Well, as you know, Clark, he's been in a lengthy slump, but I saw him taking the extra time with some extra shots before this game.
From what I've heard, it was at the suggestion of his teammate. He's been slumping and struggling, and they're both hoping that some extra shots will get him back on track.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And as you watch him play, you wonder what uniform he'll be wearing at the start of next season. Definitely, Clark showed that he belongs in the NBA.
Well, I'm sure there will be a few teams that will give him a look, but I don't think anybody will overextend themselves. But he will have some options.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Well, you take a look at the numbers, guys. They're shooting 74% on the season.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Walker with it, now guarded by Poole. Here's Jefferson, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Here's Horford. Hornets with the rebound. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shots. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's primetime. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. He saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates.
The Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
free throw is good from Poole.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have gone.
Now here's Walker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. Jefferson with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Jefferson, that's good. Jefferson's got 6.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots. Having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seemed to change their minds every year about who they were going to be, and they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea. Of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they got a group that can grow together.
Now here's Walker, averaging 16 points a game. The dish now to Stevenson, inside to Jefferson, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Al Jefferson, 6'10", over 280 pounds, and he's got a 9'2" standing reach. He's got the size to play center, but hasn't always been a great defender at that position. I thought Charlotte really put him in a good position last year, however, with their scheme, and he was very effective.
Atlanta making a switch here. Korver's checked in. Now here is Cephalosha. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami, and Jefferson's sends it back. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. Cannot hit. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And you guys remember that game. They got to the free throw line repeatedly with their aggressive play. Getting all those easy points at the foul line was the difference.
Here's Primetime, averaging 18 points a game. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Primetime's got 6 points.
He doesn't need to fade away on that move. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot.
Walker dishes to Stevenson. Pass to Jefferson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Al Jefferson. And if your ball handlers and big men Clark can draw contact and sink those free throws, maybe you're all set.
That's always a game within the game, Kevin. Consistently getting to the free throw line and knocking them down.
Another shot. Horford, no luck. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard. Well, while we have a chance, let's take a look at some numbers for Jefferson. 8th in rebounding, 15th in blocks, and he's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
And, Steve, I think where he's ranked on the rebounding list tells you a lot about his game right now. I mean, he's a smash-mouth glass eater.
Biombo is checked in for Jefferson. Now, here's Walker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that's good from Bismack Biombo on the assist from Kid Gilchrist.
Now you threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
Millsap a screen on Walker. No good from Poole.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Conley kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Stevenson outside.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow. Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Here's Primetime. He's got 8. Stolen. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by Poole. Conley setting the pick for Stevenson. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Primetime, the pass to Horford. Here's Primetime. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Primetime's got 10.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. Just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Well, it's not just point guards that can pass the rock. Here are the assist leaders among shooting guards over the span of the last month. Lance Stevenson, 3rd.
That list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. And the way these guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is really a thing of beauty.
And, Steve, if you want to take your place among the great shooting guards in the NBA, you have to be able to do more than score. You got to pass it as well. And a lot of these guys can't.
He dishes it to Biombo. Here's Walker. The stupendous finish in traffic.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Millsap off a pick from Poole. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Walker's shot is off.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Passes it to Poole. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Primetime's got 12 in the game. Charlotte leading by 4. Outside, Walker. Kicks to Stevenson. Inside. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Millsap. And here's the fast break. Sapolosha leading the way. Korver passes to Poole. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. As you take a look at Charlotte, right now the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, Atlanta. They're down there in the 10th spot.
Well, right now for the Hawks, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. On the court for Atlanta. Poole, he's in at point guard. Cephalosha is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Korver in at the 2 spot. Roberts dishes to Neal. 6 on the shot clock. On the money from 12 feet away. Neal's got his second basket of the night. The Hawks trail by 3. Millsap a screen on Walker. Primetime, the pass to Millsap. That is good.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Walker kicks to Roberts. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Poked away. Oh, and here comes Carroll all alone. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Lets it go from the wing, and it's good. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Primetime in their last game against the Heat gave them a bit of a boost. He finished with 19 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
Gary Neal is 6'4" shooter, played 3 seasons with the Spurs, and before that a long time in Europe. Deep range on his shot, and he's able to hit from a standstill or on the move.
Good on the shot. And it's a 3-point Hornets lead.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Here's Primetime. He's got 14. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, let's take a look at Gary Neal's numbers. How this season has been coming along for him. He's around 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Hornets now. The Celtics will be coming into town for the Next game, they'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Boy, you take a look at that Celtics game. That's one they'd really like to have.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He urged them to do everything possible to create open looks for each other. Talked about setting picks, running more set plays, anything to shake free of that defense. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing,